Have you ever had a to-do list, a mile long, which keeps getting bumped into next week or maybe next month? I've had items that I've bumped into next year, and believe me when I say I've seen people bump things they define as important into the next decade. This is a dangerous habit as it hinders your progress and keeps you stagnant, not moving forward, not reaching your potential. The enemy here is procrastination. In my experience, procrastination is often born out of fear. That fear could be the fear of many things, like the fear of failure, the fear of change, the fear of criticism from others, or the fear of disappointing others or even yourself, and most interestingly, the fear of success. Recognizing and facing up to your fears can make you much happier, far more effective and efficient person. The best way to do this is to allow the fear in and feel it and recognize it for what it is. Then ask yourself these questions. Is this fear realistic? What is the worst that could happen? How would I overcome that situation? Is it realistic to think that this might happen? For example, in setting up as a coach, I had the fear of having to give up traveling. I know that was a bit of a stretch, but it was the fear nevertheless. Upon further examination, I realized that I wasn't being completely realistic, and that the only way I could lose out on travel was if I didn't take all the other actions available to me, like reflecting on my expenditure or ensuring that my schedule was not so rigid that I had to be in a specific location at a specific time. Have laptop, will travel is now my motto. The clarity I gave myself by reflecting on what was or was not real was vital in overcoming these life-limiting fears and limiting beliefs. So what are the key signs of procrastination? 1. You just don't know where to begin, so you don't begin at all. Overwhelm can set in, which leads you to feel a great deal of stress about the task or tasks at hand, and this renders you ineffective. Unfortunately, the only way to overcome this is to get started. Add everything you need to do to the to-do list, then rank them in order of priority. 1 must be done today, 2 must be done this week, 3 must be done this month, 4 delegate this, and 5 non-essential. Review your non-essential items, and if there are any items that do not fit into categories 1 to 4, cut them off the list. There's no point in stressing yourself out over things that aren't important to you anyway. 2. You are a perfectionist. You haven't done the job perfectly so far, so you don't want to complete it at all. Perfectionism is an illusion. Nothing in this world is perfect. Just look at the trees. If they aren't able to grow in a straight line because the wind is too strong, they grow with the wind direction instead. Quite often, what we perceive to not be perfect enough to complete or hand in or present is still a fantastic job. My newish mantra for my accountability partner is, done is better than perfect. Sign 3, you just don't enjoy the task, so you don't do it. This is a bit of a sorry not sorry one for me. Just get back to work and do it. I don't like many things, but I do them anyway. Otherwise they build up and become comparatively insurmountable tasks. Like ironing. I hate ironing, but it's not going to do itself or go away just because I don't like it. You'll feel better once it's done anyway. If you really don't or won't, then outsource it. Your time's probably more valuable anyway, and hiring someone to do the things you don't enjoy is good for the economy. Sign 4. You are an excessive multitasker. Multitasking is a sure way to stop yourself from giving 100% to any one task. Stop it. You need to make the main thing and not focus on doing everything all at once. Prioritize as per point 1 and finish each task fully before moving on to the next. Sign 5. You feel anxious when you think of all you have to do. Procrastination can hold us back in so many ways, and building anxiety is one of those ways. Anxiety is on the rise globally, and the World Health Organization even calls it an epidemic, ironically, in the middle of an epidemic. Often we take on extra work because of the expectations, perceived or real, of others in our team or leadership team, or even family. But you're not doing yourself or anyone any favours taking on a workload you cannot manage. If the tasks are really out of control, ask for help and reduce the amount of extra work you say yes to. Sign 6. You have started to lack confidence in key areas of your life. You're not getting anything done, so you are beginning to question your own abilities and talents. Lack of progress can begin to chip away at your self-confidence, and that can begin to play tricks on you by making you believe that you are not good at the tasks you used to be excellent at, or that your time management skills are not what they used to be. Take stock, look back at all you've achieved, and apply some perspective. If that doesn't work, call your best friend and ask for a pep talk. If that doesn't work, call me and I'll give you a pep talk. It'll be thinly veiled as a kick in the butt though. Sign 7. You spend too much time on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Yes, I see you. Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, YouTube. These social media platforms are both a blessing and a curse. They are wonderful for keeping in touch with friends and family and for joining like-minded communities. But you can find hours of your time spent scrolling up and down, and if you're into internet dating, left and right, when you could be doing something far more productive, like watching Game of Thrones. Just kidding. Seriously though, social media should be on a timer, imagined or real, and limited until you have completed at least a couple of items on that to-do list. You can even download free apps like Cold Turkey or Self-Control for Mac. This one can't be deactivated though, even if you delete the app. A recent study by VoucherCloud of just under 2,000 office workers found that the average employee only puts in close to 3 hours of productive time out of their 8-hour workday. 3 hours in an 8-hour workday. Imagine what could be done if those hours were used more productively. Ironically, blocking social media access in the office has not proven to increase productivity in employees. But don't worry, help is at hand. If you need more help with procrastination, then coaching can help you to overcome it by evaluating the costs of the things that you are putting off, identifying and overcoming fears, and learning how to focus on one thing at a time. Coaching is also extremely beneficial in providing an accountability partner to help you to achieve your intended goals. If you would like a free coaching session with me, please book one at aheadtogether.youcanbook.me, or you can find the link below in the description. And don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell so that you're notified when I release a new video. And please feel free to add any comments about what you would like to see in the next video. To your continued success.